Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome into the first game of week number 6 out here at Knoxville Catholic High School. Smoky Mountain Collegiate League came and went 5 weeks already. We are seeing the introduction of week number 6. Today, the first game of 3 will be between the Eagles and the Athletics. Athletics sit at first place. They are at 11-3 record. The Eagles a little bit lower in the standings. They are at 6-7. It'll be a good face-off between these two teams here on this one of these last few games here in June of this season. So, as we mentioned in weeks previous, that the Knoxville Catholic High School was soon to be getting rid of the home plate umpire, a sort of developmental stage with automated balls and strikes will be put into a play starting today. They will have no home plate umpire at all. It will solely be a field umpire. How that's going to work is there is a screen over on the right side over by the first base dugout, and after every pitch it'll flash ball, strike, whatever. I cannot see the screen from here, so I'm still in works of how I'm going to be relayed the calls every pitch. I don't know if the home plate or the field umpire is going to look at the screen and then make the visual call in that field, or if I'm going to have to just figure it out. There is an app that you can scan. There is a QR code posted around the ballpark, and it'll let you scan a QR code, and the program that runs the ABS software will have an app, and on the app it'll tell you, what the strike zone looks like, what the pitch was, where it was in the zone. Because of, the developmental stage of the app, I don't know how much the app will be working today, tomorrow, and this week. It might be a post 4th of July thing that we deal with next week. But as of right now, my guess is as good as yours. So if the calls today for balls and strikes on my end and on the field's end look a little wonky, that's why. But let's paint the picture on the field as the first batter, Danny Isbell, walks up. Peyton Witter on the rubber. He'll be throwing to Gavin House right behind the dish. Birdie Waller over at first. Dylan Stenstrom getting the start at second. Shortstop Hayden Griffith at third. Maddox Myers. First pitch to Isbell is strike number 1. So you can see the field umpire just motioned out in the field. And I think that's what I'm going to have to rely on today unless the app can get up and running. Big swing and a miss from Isbell. He's now down 0-2. In the outfield for the Eagles, we'll see Joey Reeser, Eli Koch, and Andrew Lewis. The Eagles are only playing 9 men today. It will be the 9 players in the field, 0 guys on the bench. It will be the ever-moving rotation for the red team today. Danny Isbell lines one into right field. That one will get down. It's a leadoff base hit for the lefty. Isbell aboard as a leadoff runner on. So we're seeing Danny Isbell, Grayson Wright, and Colby Comparado up at the dish. If you remember last Thursday out at Maryville, the Athletics run ruled the Eagles. The first and second place team went at it, and the first place team run ruled the second place team in about 6 innings. It was all Athletics last Thursday. That was a fun one to watch offensively. Not as so fun to watch if you were a Bears fan. Stepping in now is Grayson Wright. Him and his squad is looking to double down on the run rule action. They are 11-3, sitting comfortably at first place. Big swing and miss from number 22. He's down 0-1. Grayson Wright out the deep right center. Koch and Lewis converging. It is Lewis out and right. The runner was going. He'll be put back. There's one out here in the inning. Now up, Colby Comparado. He's playing outfield today, or center fielder he typically is. First pitch home to him. Breaking ball sent out to center. Koch ranging back. Looking over his shoulder. He's looking up at the wall, and it's going to be a one-off off the base of the wall. Colby Comparado will be credited with a double. Danny Isbell will be held up at third. The Athletics got a few runners now in scoring position with one away. Colby Comparado got every stitch of that ball. Unfortunately, just hit it to the deepest part of the yard. Fell a little short of the wall. So an RBI spot for him now, Carson Lane. I'm checking on the app for the ABS, and it doesn't look like it has any usage at the moment. So right now, it'll just be a game changer kind of day again. I'm excited to see how that app can be used. If it does get working, I can drop a link in the chat for everybody to watch it. See that one in there of another taken pitch. We're not seeing a lot of taken pitches this inning. That one was in on the corner. No human element behind the plate for the first time in Knoxville Catholic history. This is the first time we're seeing it. A 1-0 lane on the ground over short. Griffith's coming in. He's going to fire home. The throw offline. Tough break for the shortstop, Hayden Griffith. It is a single by way of the fielder's choice for Carson Lane. Just like that, Athletics on the board. Good heads-up defense from the shortstop. Unfortunately, the play just couldn't be made. And just like that, taking advantage of the missed throw. That'll bring up 5-hole hitter Joe Sulish. First pitch to him, swinging. That won't get down in front of right center. Koch will make a play on it. Colby Comparado around third. He'll look to score. Sulish, a big turn at first. Nobody's there. Runners on the corners, 1 out. It's an RBI single for Sulish. A little bit of early action going here for the Athletics in the top half of the first inning. We might have only seen maybe 3 or 4 taken pitches thus far. Already on the 6th batter, it's DiBartolomeo. Runners on the corners. Lane on third, Sulish on first already. 2 runs across, only 1 out. First pitch to Gavin, breaking ball. That one was not a strike. It looked very good from the broadcast booth. You heard a bunch of oohs and ahs coming from the dugout like it was a close call. Unfortunately, there's no human element to it. Might have been called a strike had we had a home plate umpire. 1-0, breaking ball, swung on and missed. A throw down trying to get Sulish, not in time. That will allow the runner Lane to score from third. Excuse me, Sulish was put out at second. The throw did not look like it beat him, and I took my eyes off the play. So that's out number 2. Good throw down by Housewright. Base is now empty. 1-1 on DiBartolomeo. 3 runs across already in the inning. 2 gone. 1-1. Inside. Hope everybody's having a good Monday or getting a little bit of viewership tuning in here in the top half of inning number 1. Athletics continuing their hot last few games. Already 3 runs before the first 3 outs. It looks like the only cameras in terms of the ABS system are on top of the first base dugout. Might be a little bit more useful to righties than lefties. I'm not sure how it tracks the lefties going across. DiBartolomeo with a deep drive in the left field line. Way foul. His count now full. So like I said, if this app can get working, I'll drop a link in the chat for everybody. But next time you're out here at Catholic, whether it's today, tomorrow, or Wednesday, there are QR codes posted up all over the place. Make sure to scan it. You can follow along next time you're not able to make it to the ballpark. Hopefully the app will be functioning by then. Payoff pitch on the ground over to short. Griffith's coming in. He'll scoop, charge, throw over. In time, DiBartolomeo grounds out to short. That's the final out here in the first. Athletics score 3 runs. Productive first inning. Eagles will get a chance to reply. They're down 3-0. An exciting top half to get us going will bring us to the bottom half of the first. On the mound, we'll see the lefty Finn Piper getting the start. His battery mate Jack Fennell over at first. DeBartolomeo, second base, Mason Alcorn. Joe Sulish getting the start over at short. Grayson Wright at third. Danny Isbell, Colby Comparado, and Ty Sowards in the outfield. Carson Lane and Alex Trimble will be the EH and DH today. As we mentioned for the Eagles, their head coach told me before the game that they are only have 9 players coming into the field today. So between their pitching changes, fielding changes, it'll be the same 9 men on the field throughout the whole game. And it will be the lefty Eli Koch stepping in first to face the lefty Piper. First pitch swing on the ground over to second base. That one will get through into the outfield. Eli Koch, first pitch swinging. The lefty aboard safely. Shortstop Hayden Griffith coming up with already a runner on. So between that first inning, I'm curious to see if we will possibly get much more aggressive swings from the players throughout the rest of the season with no home plate umpire, or if it's just something that they're figuring out here in the first game. Piper with a close miss, 2-0. How do y'all feel about ABS? I don't like it. I don't like it with this extent. I think that the way the MLB does it is fine with the couple of challenges per game, because that way, a team can run out of challenges, and there's some still form of human element, human error. Catchers can frame pitches. It's great for baseball in terms of maybe getting new fans, but maybe not so good as, retaining the old head value of the no pitch clock, no challenges element of baseball. And depending on who you are, which way you swing, that's the way you like it. I'm all for a middle ground, but I also do err on the side of old heads when it comes to baseball. The traditional classic sport with no clock. It can go however long the game wants to. You're not being rushed. Up the middle is Brody Waller coming in, the center fielder Comparado. He'll make the catch on a line. Brody Waller retired. First pitch swinging. Good contact. Unfortunately, just hit it right to the wrong place. But it is kind of crazy to see that the kind of ABS or ball challenging or automated balls and strike system has already made its way to, little high schools in Tennessee. The fundamental thing that the MLB uses has been a thing in the minor leagues for multiple seasons. Andrew Lewis takes first pitch outside. It's been in the minor leagues, in the indie league, in the, sort of smaller leagues for a few seasons now, kind of testing it out. This is the first season that Major League Baseball is implemented. And, I guess every other field in America is not far behind. Close pitch there, I believe that was called a strike. With modern technology, things are going real quick. And it's up to the fans to just keep up with it. 1-1 breaking ball. I believe that is called a ball. This is definitely going to take some getting used to. Or maybe 1-2 is what the game changer says. 1-2 home. Little, excuse me, swing up the middle. Finn Piper gets out of the way to tag on the short by 1 for 1. The shortstop, Sulish, made kind of an awkward tag on the bag. Runner erased at second for the second out. Now up is Peyton Witter. Okay, I thought that. So Wright and Sulish switch spots over in the left side of the infield. So Sulish is at third. Wright at short. Alcorn still at second. Now we're seeing Peyton Witter up. 2 outs, 4 runners in the corners. First pitch, swing and foul ball off to his own dugout. Another thing that I do like, with the home plate umpires, the very dramatic called strike three. We're not going to get that anymore. Lewis goes off of first. The ball, the throw down. In plenty of time, Andrew Lewis caught stealing. Great throw by Fennell. That'll be out number 3 in the first. The Eagles strand a few men on. They still trail by 3. Athletics take the first inning. They're up 3-0. A quick first, and the Athletics up, ready to score some more runs. Lefty Peyton Witter will still be on the rubber. Big breaking ball to the first batter. I believe this is Mason Alcorn up. Looks like strike number 1 coming across. Another thing with the home plate umpire and the lack of visual calls, it looks as though everybody else on the field can see the balls and strikes. So that one was called a strike, even though it did not look close. So now Mason Alcorn down 0-2. On the ground, foul. So there might still be some error getting the kinks out of the system with this new system. I believe that 0-1 pitch was possibly inside. Okay, so now the app is working, it appears. Or that is out number 1. Okay, I don't know what's going on. All right, so let's start over. Now we'll see Jack Fennell, the catcher in the 8th spot. I'll be looking at the app on this one. Had as pitch type, pitch speed, and location. First pitch home. Breaking ball. It's like it was a little out. The 2-0 Fennell. Little up. The 3-0. Breaking ball finds home. Multiple sliders in the at-bat, only one fastball. The 3-1. Another breaking ball on the inner part. Fennell fouls it off. This new technology is very different from anything we've seen before. Three one on the inside. Fennell will work the 3-1 walk as a one-out base runner. Another thing with the home plate umpire's visuals, as I was trying to say earlier, he's not very emotive with it. Just a little, calm, whatever, because everybody else on the field can see the screen, which is, I guess, what's more important. But the bystanders over on the right side and up in the booth, per se, can't find it or can't see it. First pitch finds home. It's 0-1. Fennell off of first. Up at the plate, Ty Sowers. A little chopper back to the mound. Waiter throws over. Underhands. Offline. Sowers will crash into the first baseman. Fennell will go first to third. He's being waved home. The throw in from way out of bounds will be way too late. Fennell will score. What a play that allowed Fennell to go first to home. Ty Sowers on the air will be at second base safely. Athletics score their fourth of the day already. The Athletics dugout being very loud and emotive. You have to love that. Now we'll see Alex Trimble. His squad already up by 4. Trimble just put his hand up to call a timeout behind him, and of course there's nobody back there to grant him timeout. So he just takes it himself. Sowers off of second. The 1-0 finds home. Slider at 66.5 miles an hour. This app, very interesting. And it reads relatively quick. It's almost, maybe a second delayed from the pitch, but, that's pretty immediate. The 1-1 in the dirt. Good stop by Housewright. The cutter at 70 miles an hour. I wonder how accurate this pitch type is. It's ranging anywhere from cutter, slider, fastball, changeup, curveball is all the pitches I'm seeing on here. And obviously, I know the MLB has that tech to recognize a pitch that quickly. I guess now Knoxville Catholic does too. The 2-1 way outside. The slider missed. This would be a cool setup if there was multiple monitors in here for me to look at while looking at game changer, while looking at pitch speeds. It's kind of a little bit tough to go back and forth. But it's all right. We're figuring it out. Sowers at a 3-1. Chopper back over to the right side. Stencher coming in. The pick. The throw over. The catch cannot be made by a first baseman Waller. He drops it in and out of his glove. That's not Brady Waller at first. I believe that is Andrew Lewis now at first. It's like Lewis went to first, Waller went to right. So trimble the board on the air. That'll put runners on the corners. Getting his second at bat now. Lineup flipping over. It's Danny Isbell again. He's 1-for-1. Had a hit in his first at bat. First pitch home to him. Believe that missed. The app in terms of balls and strikes is much more quicker than Game Changer even. On the ground over to second. Stemcher coming in again. No throw over to second. He'll go to 1-4-1. That is out number 2. The runner from third will call home to score. And then both runners will advance. It's an RBI ground out for Danny Isbell. Athletics go up by 5. First pitch to Grayson Wright again is in on him. I'll back him up a little bit. Grayson Wright 0-for-1. It is week number 6, so do y'all know what that means? It means it's an even number of week. And what happens in an even number of weeks? No home runs. There was about 6 home runs last week. The video for the home run recap not up yet. It'll be up hopefully today or tomorrow. 1-0. Found home. It's 1-1. Even the field umpire looks uncertain of these calls sometimes. I'm having to rely on him on a close pitch. I wonder how the umpires feel about that. Because it is kind of taking their job, and now only half the amount of people get to work per day. Now, do these umpires probably have other jobs? Yeah. But so did I in college. I was an umpire in college, and you make good side money being an umpire. I was getting paid, 50, $60 a game for, 10, 11-year-olds. Doing this league, they probably get upwards of, 80, 90 a game. Wouldn't surprise me. AI taking more jobs. Who would have thought we'd seen that in baseball, right? Close pitched 2-1. Turns into 2-2. Two runner goes in the air out to right. Brody Waller going back. It's going to go over his head. A one hopper off the wall. Grayson Wright around first. The runner from second triple will score. They will switch places. Grayson Wright, it is a 2-out double at plates 1. Good knock from the Athletics third baseman, or now shortstop today. I will warn a Mal meeting to talk to Peyton Witter. Athletics in full control of their last few games, including this one, already up 6. Top half of the second, not even over yet. They have 3 in this inning, 3 in the first. It's Grayson Wright off a second, Colby Comparado up for the second time in the second inning. He's 1 for 1. He had a hit in his last at-bat. Peyton Witter, the lefty, will still be on the rubber. The Eagles down to few and little arms today. We'll probably see Peyton Witter, of course. Dylan Stensham might pitch. Gavin Housewright might pitch. It's going to be a position player day. 1-0 close. Throw over trying to get Grayson Wright, who had a big lead off a second. That one's into the outfield. Grayson Wright will move into third base, now 90 feet away from the 7th run for his squad. Costly throw from the catcher, which is now Koch, I believe. Over the left side, Hayden Griffith can't make the play at short. He leaped but couldn't get it. Grayson Wright will score as a second hit for Colby Comparado. Athletics now will go up by 7. And continuing to pile on off of Birdie Waller. Did the same thing against Owen Porter on Thursday. The last few starting pitchers to meet the Athletics have not fared very well. Good stop by Housewright. Carson Lane's 1 for 1. It's a valiant team effort for the Athletics. They're not really carried by one man at all. All 9, 10, 11 of the kids who play at a time, they're all carrying their weight evenly. That's how this team is able to score as many runs as they have been. Two-0 runner goes outside, throw down. Colorado in there easily. The throw just a little high and away. Closer play than it could have been. We got 3 games here today. They should all be fun ones. I believe all 5 teams play today, but we have never seen that before on a Monday. Yeah, all 5 teams play today. The Copperheads and the Athletics will play next. Carson Lane works the full count walk, or the 3-0 walk, 2 runners on. And then for game 3 of the day, we'll see the Bobcats and the Bears. So all 5 teams will play on this Monday. I don't think we have seen that before. So everybody is stuck with me today, whether they like it or not. Athletics family, you'll be games 1 and 2. Eagles, y'all are 1 and done. First pitch, a strike to Joe Sulish. 5th batter through the lineup. Already getting his second at-bat. Big breaking ball from Witter, misses. Just got word that Cohen Beyblade has arrived at the field. He will be in the 10 hole for the Eagles. Sulish over to short. Griffith, the scoop, the throw over. In time, Sulish retired. That is out number 3 in the top of the second. The Athletics get 4 more. They increase their lead to 7. It is 7-0 after 1.5. Inning number 2 underway. The Athletics have stormed out in front. They do not look to change that throughout the rest of the game. Finn Piper is still on the rubber. We will see the righty up. Peyton Witter. Big breaking ball to him, misses. I believe Peyton Witter was in the middle of his at bat whenever the runner was caught stealing. So he'll get a freshman with nobody on, nobody out. Big swing and a miss, Witter. Now at 2-2, Finn Piper still on the mound, has allowed no runs on the contrary. We are seeing pitcher versus pitcher currently. 2-2. On the ground over to first. DiBartolomeo is there. He'll take it himself. And that's out number 1. It is so hot in this broadcast booth. The quote-unquote AC does not work in here, and it was about 100 degrees. So the viewers probably have the best experience because even though I am inside, I am still very, very hot. And it's funny here because at Catholic, it is very, very hot because the AC doesn't work. And then when we take that long drive down to Maryville, it is the coldest broadcast booth I've ever been in. AC pumping full blast. I almost need a jacket on. First pitch, swing from house right, lazy left field. The grab by Grayson right at short. Wow. Good athletic play by a shortstop. Tough break for house right. I like Knoxville Catholic's field better. I think it's more baseball. Not so fancy like the Maryville field is. But their broadcast booth is very cold, and I do like that. Up for the first time is Joey Reeser. Excuse me for messing with the camera. I keep getting it to a place I like, and then it keeps moving. Reeser now 0-2. Athletics looking for a quick second. 0-2 home. Close, high and away. Big breaking ball. Reeser fell behind 0-2. Now he's working back ahead. 3-2 on the lefty Piper. Payoff pitch sent into center field. Comparado chasing it down. He will make the play. That is out number 3. We are through 2 full. Eagles don't get any back. Your score still 7-0. Inning number 3. We will see DeBartolomeo foul off pitch number 1 against Peyton Witter coming back out. Oh, 2, Scott into center. Center fielder Koch running it down. He'll make the catch. 1 up, 1 down. The Eagles still looking to hold the Athletics to a 0 on a scoreboard for an inning. They have allowed 3 in the first, 4 in the second. On the right track to getting it straightened out in the third. Mason Alcorn's 0 for 1. Much better Monday than the one we had last week. The first game had a rain delay on Monday last week, and then the next 2 were canceled. It was pouring like crazy this weekend. It was a very good weekend to be inside. You know, got some good sleep overnight and in the mornings whenever it was coming down. 3-0 to Alcorn misses as a 1-out base runner. But now on a Monday, when it's time for baseball again, sun clear or sun is out, sky is clear. And hopefully it holds up like that till this weekend. Obviously, this weekend being the best holiday there ever is, 4th of July. If you don't agree with me, then I understand. But the 4th of July is my favorite. First pitch to Fennell is not a strike. We have not had any check swings. I wonder how that would work. 1-0 to Fennell, driven deep out to left. Easy play for a Reeser out there at the wall. Thought I was messing up the camera during a home run. I got kind of scared for a second. Alcorn will retreat to first. There is 2 outs. I will get this camera to be how I like. All right, let's call it right there. How does that look? All right. Sowards is 1 for 1. Alcorn on first. Witter looking for a inning where no runs come across for the first time today. Big breaking ball gets a swing from Sowards. 1-1 on him. I believe the defensive alignment is still correct. Two one, strike number 2. Runner goes 2-2 inside. The throw down, a little offline. Stolen back from Mason Alcorn. That'll put a runner in scoring position. Full count on Ty Sowards. Payoff pitch to Sowers again. Big breaking ball. Just misses the outer part. That'll put 2 runners on. I believe we'll get a mound meeting to talk to Peyton Witter. And as we mentioned before, Dylan Stenstrom will run off the field. He might be coming on to pitch. So Stenstrom will come off. I believe looks like he'll get warmed up. By default, that makes it Cohen Beyblade out there coming in a second. That is Beyblade now at second. Stenstrom off. Beyblade in. Now up, Alex Trimble. Breaking ball. See, on close pitches like that, I can't tell. I'm waiting for Game Changer to update. That one in the dirt. That skirts away from house right. Both runners will advance a bag. So the previous pitch was a strike. So now it's 1-1. Oh, big looping breaking ball. High and outside. Two, one outside. Behind Trimble is Danny Isbell for the third time today. Looking to get his third at bat in the third inning. 3-1. It's like it just missed. That'll load him up. Up will come Danny Isbell for the third time today. First pitch, fastball on the top of the zone. Big at bat here, I guess. Kind of. Not really. His team already up 7. They got a chance to really go out in front. Still Peyton Witter. The 0-1 Isbell, big breaking ball. A little high and up or inside. Do one to the lefty. Center out to left field line. That one will be fair. Alcorn will score. Lane will score. Trimble around third. He'll both to the stop sign to throw home for Trimble. Not in time. Isbell into third. The throw down. Not in time. It is a bases clearing triple for Danny Isbell. That'll be the end of the day for Peyton Witter. Tough last pitch for him. Athletics go up by 10. 2 outs. That one just on the left field line. I couldn't see in the space it landed in, but it was ruled fair. And Isbell off to the races. Good knock from the leadoff man. That's what he's there for. We'll get a pitching change, and we'll come Stencham. I'll be back when he's ready to go. Your score through 2 2/3, 10-0. New pincher, Stenstrom. We are also seeing a new batter in for Grayson Wright. It will be a new third baseman, potentially, Amari Lethko. On the ground, foul to the left side. Fastball in the middle zone, coming in about 82. Three runs across in the inning, coming courtesy of the bases clearing triple the opposite way from Danny Isbell. Great hit from the leadoff man. Lethko battling now, 1-2 still. Over the right side. That will get down in front of Waller out there and right. Amari Lethko comes off the bench in a pitch hit situation and brings home the fourth run of the inning. And the 11th of the game for the Athletics. Colby Comparado still up again. Check over on Lethgo, and it gets away from first baseman Lewis. Easy pickings for Lethgo heading over to second. Rough game for the Eagles. They'll look to hurry through this one and move into Tuesday and forget about it. Already down 11 through not even the third at bat yet. Get a timeout from Catcher House, right? Lethgo leading off of second. Comparado 2 for 2, looking for his third knock. 3-1, misses up, ball 4. 2 runners now on, 2 out. Stensham and the Eagles desperately trying to escape another inning where they've given up 3 or more. This one, Carson Lane. Athletics only a few innings away from winning game number 12. They'd be 12-3, by far the most wins in the league. Eagles sit at 6-7. They'd fall to 6-8. Only 2 teams above the 500 win percentage, that being the Athletics and the Bears. Lethgo goes, swung on a miss from Lane. No throw down. Runners on the corners. Lane at a 2-1. Comparado goes to 3-1. Throw down just a little late. 2-1 is now a 2-2, excuse me. Another RBI spot for Carson Lane. He's 0 for 1 in his third at-bat. Big swing and a miss. That's strike number 3, out number 3. The Athletics finally through the top half of the third. They trail by 11. Bottom of the third. Finn Piper out for it. The Eagles, they trail by 11. They will look to score and score soon. First pitch from Piper, a little down low. It's 1-0. Up currently, Maddox Myers, Stenstrom, and Cohen Babley. Myers skies the 1-0 over to the right side. Right fielder Walt or Soward's coming in. He'll make the catch. Myers retired, 1 up, 1 down. We're seeing Dylan Stenstrom for the first time. Bottom of the third, and we're just now seeing the 8, 9, and 10. Finn Piper working very consistent and solidly. The 1-2. Chopped on the ground over to first. DiBartolomeo coming in. He will make the play. Step on first. Stenstrom retired on the ground out to the third position. Now, for the first time today, we're seeing Cohen Babley. Beyblade a late addition to the lineup, but very well needed. Finn Piper just misses a bit outside. That one might have slipped. Didn't get a good grip on the heater. Bottom third, Eagles trail by 11. 1-0 to Beyblade. Another big breaking ball that misses high and out. Behind Beyblade, if he can get a board, will be Eli Koch. The lineup will flip over momentarily. 2-0 fastball gets a swing and a miss from number 22. Two on, sent high in the air, center field. Comparado coming in. He'll make the catch. 3 up, 3 down. The Eagles still have not gotten nobody aboard and gotten nothing with it. They trail by 11 through 3. All right, let's see how the fourth inning gets going. We'll see Joe Sulish up against Dylan Stenstrom. First pitch swinging back at the middle. The throw over from the shortstop. In time, it looked like Hayden Griffith ranging out deep to his left. Didn't think he really had a chance to make it. He retires Sulish. Good throw over from the shortstop. 1 up, 1 down. With Sulish retired, we'll see Gavin DiBartolomeo. He's 0 for 2 in his first 2 ABs. Not an inning has gone by where the Athletics have not played it at least one. They are at 3, 3, and 4 respectively. Three out from Stenstrom. Found the part of the plate. 3-1 will miss up. Ball number 4. One out base runner. I think it'll take some getting used to. Instead of the automatic call from home plate umpire, the players will have to wait and see for like a close 3-2 or a 3-1 or no 2, a decision pitch on a very borderline call. Instead of just knowing that you're out or knowing you get the free pass, you gotta stand there and look over at the thing for a second and wait for it to call. Mason Alcorn, first pitch foul off. Oh, 1 gets a swing and a miss. D. Bartolomeo off of first. Stenstrom still on the mound. Believe he will have at least the 4th, maybe the 5th. Of course, we are now in run rule territory. This game could possibly end after 5. Already an hour and 10 minutes on the game clock. Next game slated for 5 p.m. local time, currently 3:48. 0-2, softly over to short. Griffith coming in. The step on second. The throw over. What a spinning throw from Hayden Griffith. He gets the runner going down to first. What a play by the shortstop. Griffith in charge of all 3 outs in the 4th inning. The Athletics are finally held to 0 in the 4th. As of right now, we're halfway home. Your score, 11-0 Athletics. To keep this game alive, the Eagles will need to score at least 2 runs within their next 6 outs. They have the 4th and the 5th to play with. They need at least 2. Finn Piper coming out for his 4th inning. We'll see the lefty Eli Koch up for the 2nd time. The leadoff man for the Eagles just now getting his 2nd AB. He had a single in his first at-bat. First pitch to him, swinging back to the mound. Good pick by Piper. He will flip over to first. 1 pitch, 1 out for the lefty. Easy work. Now up Hayden Griffith. Griffith just had himself a couple of solid plays, if I say so myself, over at short. A good ranging play behind the bag, and then he was in charge of a double play, took it himself, stepped on one. A little spinning throw, almost collapsed with the runner colliding into second. Made a good accurate throw, one of the coolest shortstop plays we've seen this season on a 6-4-3. Or a 6-3 regardless. Second pitch swinging Griffith down the line. First baseman giving it a look. Up and out. Eagles looking to rally here in the fourth. The 1-2 from Piper to Griffith. Close pitch. Good battle by both of these guys. Griffith falling behind early in the count, working it back full. Piper just now throwing his 41st pitch. 3-2 fouled off. Griffith fouled off a bunch of close ones. The 3-2 again. Misses outside. Griffith works the 1-out walk. Got to put a runner on. Needing at least 2 in their next 5 outs. Birdie Waller. Waller 0 for 1. Griffith goes first pitch. Throw down from Fennell on a line. Middle infield was not there, and that one will get into the outfield. Griffith goes first to third. Maybe some miscommunication there between Alcorn and the new second baseman, who is Amari Lethgo. Waller deep out to left. Isbell giving it a look, and he'll watch it go over his head. It's off the wall. Griffith will score easily. Birdie Waller with a slide-in double. The first run of the game for the Eagles. They cut their deficit now down to 10. They got one on the board. So a 1-out RBI double from Birdie Waller. And we'll come cleanup hitter Andrew Lewis. Lewis 0 for 1. First pitch swinging, fouled off in front of us. Piper's 1-1. A little down to Andrew. Brody Waller scores off a second. He would be the run to keep this game going past the fifth. It is. The rule is 10 after 5, 8 after 6, and then, of course, 7th being the last thing regardless. The lefty kicks 2-1. Down in the dirt. Like some action going on in the bullpen for the Athletics. Cannot see who it is. Maybe Isaiah Whited? Three one home. Finds it. Full count. Payoff pitch. Swung on and miss. Andrew Lewis goes down swinging. He's out number 2 here in inning number 4. Looking to strand a runner on second base behind him. Finn Piper trying to go 4 full, only allowing 1. Up currently is the starting pitcher for the Eagles, Peyton Witter. First pitch swinging from number 9. The 0-1 misses a little up, I believe. Peyton Witter battling a couple close pitches now. Three one on the inner part. No, just a little in. Peyton Witter works the 3-1 2-out walk. That'll put runners on first and second. Trying to keep their game open. It's Gavin Housewright. Housewright will stand in with 2 runners on. First pitch swing and fouled off. Housewright in his second at bat. He's 0 for 1. He'll got a couple runners on for him. Finn Piper looking to get out of the fourth. By far the most struggle the Eagles have given him up until this point. This might be the last inning Finn Piper's on the rubber. The 0-1 just a little out. One now 2-1. Four runners on for Housewright. The 2-1 misses outside. Piper giving up a double, a walk, and now a ball out of the zone away from another. 3-1 gets a swing and a miss, a rather sizable swing from House Right. Both runners will be off on the pitch. Full count, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. The payoff. Upstairs, ball fourth. A 3-2 walk will load the bases with 2 outs. We'll get a mound meeting to talk to the pitcher, Finn Piper. I believe Isaiah Whited will stay in the bullpen, at least for the time being. Their first big threatening moment. Bases loaded, 2 outs. They trail by 10. It's Joey Reeser up. He's 0 for 1. First pitch to him. Oh, just foul. Would have been a tough play for Sulish at third anyways. Waller on third. Witter on second. House right now on first. 11-1 your score. Finn Piper looking to strand the bases juiced. Isaiah Whited coming in from the bullpen. He will be on standby. Close pitch. 0-1, believe just a little up. Beating around the bush is Finn Piper. There's a strike. A swinging one from Joey Reeser. Now the Eagles down to their last strike here in inning number 4. Piper's 2-2 is fouled off. Two popped up. Foul off. These Eagles not wanting to go away here in the 4th inning. Another 2-2 coming. Breaking ball, called strike 3, I believe. No visual from the field umpire, but everybody coming in. Just clipped to the bottom of the zone. Piper gets out of it, strands the bases loaded in the 4th. The Athletics keep their lead intact. We are through 4 full. Athletics lead 11-1. Top 5 set to go. The new pitcher will be Maddox Myers. Second pitch to Fennell, driven deep out to left. Left fielder looks up, and it's off the wall. No, it's gone. Looks like it just clipped the scoreboard, bounced back in. Jack Fennell with a solo shot to get the 5th inning going. It's hard to tell from here if it clipped the top of the wall or if it nicked the bottom part of the scoreboard, then bounced back in. Field umpire does the circle hand motion, signaling for a home run. It's a leadoff home run for Jack Fennell. He marks home run number 1 of week number 6. 12 runs in, only 1 bomb. Behind Fennell, we're seeing Ty Sowers. We see a first pitch awkward swing from him. So the Eagles get one in the top or the bottom of the 4th. Athletics come in and immediately get that one back. Tough break from Maddox Myers. He's brought in from third base to try and hold their deficit. Of course, we mentioned that this is a very heavy position player pitching game. At the start of game number 1, the Eagles only had 9 players on the field or in their lineup today at all. So that is a 4-pitch walk. I misaligned with the half swing earlier. Also getting his first at bat, we're seeing Will Dickens. Dickens not getting the start here today, but coming in for Alex Trimble. First pitch swing in, hard hit, but foul. The Athletics continue to show good and well why they are in first place in the league. This team trampling basically everybody else they've gone up against, only dropping 3 out of their 14 current games. Runner goes off of first. The throw down. Not in time. It gets to the infield. Good backup work by Koch out there in center. One to Dickens is up. Dickens batting for Trimble. Behind him will turn the lineup over again. It'll be Danny Isbell on deck. First, or the 2-1, skied in the air, center field. Koch finding it. He'll make the catch. The runner, Sowers, goes off a second to throw. Not even close. Out number 1 moves the runner from second to third. Get another pitch hitter for the previously mentioned Danny Isbell. This will be Isaiah Whited. Second pitch on the ground over to third. Beyblade will throw over. In time, it's an RBI ground out in his first appearance today. Another run scores. That makes your score 13-1. No, that is not a typo. That is actually the score here today. Now up Amari Lefko. Lefko 1 for 1 in his second. So we're no longer getting visual calls from the umpire. He's just holding up the counts every pitch. So we get a check down. He doesn't go around. I guess that's how we're doing checks still. I believe it is up to the catcher's discretion to appeal it out onto the field umpire. Two. Little out. Payoff on the ground to third. Just fair. It looked like long throw from Beyblade. Cannot be played from Lewis over at first. That one in the dirt. Couldn't be picked. Didn't really have a... So now it's a foul ball. All right. So let's go back to first. And how do you make that call if you're the field umpire? Not to knock on him or anything, but I'm just saying as a field umpire, that's kind of hard to tell. That's been the one discretion of one of the main things that a home plate umpire does besides call balls and strikes is look at the balls down the line. They have the better view than anybody. And instead of it being the best view, we're now having it be the field umpire. Another payoff pitch. That one misses to left go, so now he will be awarded first base. It's a 2-out walk. I wonder if this kind of era is just an experimental kind of thing with no home plate umpire. If we still get whatever, you know? Guess we'll see as the season goes. Comparado skies went over the right side. First pitch. Stencham and first baseman Witter or Lewis converge. One of them makes the catch. It looked like Lewis. So that one was almost bad. Miscommunication over there on the right side of the infield doesn't go bad. But that's the top half of the fifth inning. The Athletics get 2 more. They lead 13-1. All right, let's paint the picture, shall we? Athletics scored 13 through 5 innings. Eagles have scored 1 through 4. They will look to score at least 3 to keep the game going, or 2. 3. I'm not good at math. They need 3 runs in the inning to keep the game alive. If not, they'll be run ruled 10 after 5. The new pitcher, Isaiah Whited, coming on. He will look to close things out here in the fifth. In the way of him doing that will be Maddox Myers, Stenstrom, and Cohen Beyblade. Second pitch swinging from Myers in the shallow left. Isbell coming in. He'll make the catch on the run. Easy work for the left fielder. 1 up, 1 down. Stenstrom, who pitched a few innings, will get most likely his last AP here today. A quick 2-pitch flyout from Maddox Myers. Ooh, good breaking ball from Whited. We're not getting very visual calls from the field umpire. I feel like that will be something that we will see if that can't change. The 0-1. Fastball on the corner. A very one-sided game. Athletics continuing their very hot bats. Their last 2 games, they've scored over 10 runs, and then they still do play one more. They will play the Copperheads next. We will see if they can make it 3-3 straight. 2-2 to Stenstrom. In play over the right side. No, just foul. Two to Stenstrom is upstairs. Full count. Dylan Stenstrom looking to keep the Eagles' day going as long as it can. Behind him, Beyblade. And then if they can reach another batter, it will be Eli Koch for the 3rd time. Full count. Stenstrom works the walk. So a close 3-2 miss from Isaiah White out of the pen will allow a 1-out base runner. Up the 10-hole hitter, Cohen Beyblade. He's getting his second AB. Ooh, big looping breaking ball plunks Beyblade. Looked like it escaped from Whited a little bit. That's a hit by pitch. That'll put another runner on. 2 runners on 2 pitches. Threatening now, Eli Koch. Koch is 1 for 2. First pitch swinging from the lefty. Skies the 0-1. Foul ground. Up out of play. The outfielder down to his final strike. Wide deals the 0-2. Fouled up. Swung on and missed. The 0-2 strikeout. Not just strikeout or out number 2. Koch down swinging, down their final out. Looking to keep their game alive. It's Hayden Griffith. He's 0 for 0. Couple of walks for him. Two runners on. Griffith would be the runner to score, which would keep this game going. Both runners on base. Stincham and Bebe would need to score. And then, of course, Griffith as well. 13-1, your score. Eagles down to their final out. Wide, it's 2-0. Up and in. 3-0. Inner part. Runners go. The 3-0 or the 3-1 misses inside. That'll load up the bases. And now a big bat for a big moment. We're getting Brody Waller. He's got pop. We've seen him leave the yard long ways before. Doesn't need to leave it here. Just needs to keep this game going. First pitch to Waller. Gets a big swing and miss at the fastball. Chopped on the ground over to third. Sulish is there. He will race to the bag himself. He will touch third. He'll beat the runner. That is out number 3. And I believe that should be ball game. We had a run rule on Thursday that didn't end on time, but I believe this one should. Looking to confirm before I call it. And it looks like that will be the end of this one. So it is a run rule victory, back-to-back run rule victories for the Athletics. They win in 5. Your final score in game number 1 is 13-1. It was all Athletics in game number 1 here today. They took charge in the first inning and didn't look back. The Athletics will play one more after this one. They have the Copperheads due up on deck. They will look to make it 3 big wins in a row against them. So if you're an Eagles fan, I'll let you go ahead and clock out for the day. I appreciate you for tuning in and listening to this one here today. If you're an Athletics fan, stick around. Y'all got one more. You're not quite done yet. And then if you're a BCA fan, there is another game that will require a BCA team in the third game as well. It'll be a good long day of hot baseball out here. For now, this is the end of game number 1 at Knoxville Catholic. Your score at the end of this one, Athletics lead 13-1. I'll be back for game number 2. First pitch scheduled for 5 o'clock. Tune in to the YouTube, and I'll be back.